how would you do pay structuring or structuring your talent management strategies? How would you design your salaries? How would you design your talent management, talent rewards, payment structures, etc.? That is what we'll be seeing today's video. It's called the point method calculation. You factor in all the different aspects of a person's education, your background, the experience they've had in a similar job, in a similar industry, or the potential of handling um, the complexity of the duties or responsibilities which is aligned or which is associated with a job or a role. Errors in judgment is nothing but how much leeway can you give a person in this job to make decision on their own, a judgment based decision, and how much is the networking part, the contact with others when it comes to handling relationships within the job, within different teams, within different levels. How much is the mental or visual demands when it comes to a role? What is the working conditions? This is mostly for blue collared workers or manufacturing kind of setups where working conditions is something which is really a necessity to take into account. Sometimes a job or a role might be very mentally taxing, mentally demanding as well. Something like crunching too much numbers, for example. Would you take a judgment and assign a higher degree of uh, a point for this kind of factor? That's up to you to decide, but uh, that is definitely something that you have to assign more weightage when it comes to a very physical environment like a manufacturing industry or let's say something which involves physical labor, and how much supervision is exercised for this job. Can a person do it independently in the role which we're talking about? Factors like this will decide what kind of a role and compensation that you will give to this role based on the degrees that you assign and the points that you assign. And then you rank them at rank the jobs and the titles based on the points that you come up with to identify which would get the most salary, the job which is worth the most in terms of salary. And then you do a market average research on the salaries, whether it's uh, just two or three companies in your similar space, or you want to take an average of more than five companies in a similar space. That's up to you. But what